And now we're live in Port Townsend. What's up, y'all? It's your homie Rap God Fantasy here. Welcome to another episode of Fantasyastic Shout-Off Series. We have a very special guest today, and he's also from California, and he's been living here in Port Townsend like back in 1986 or something. 1987, you're right. Anyway, y'all, please welcome one of my friends and band members, AK-47, aka Ray Jackson. What's up?
Not much, bro, not much. Hell yeah.
Yeah. How you doing today?
What's up? Unemployment, taxes, and things like that, usual. But you got to joke with a person like Donald Trump, okay?
Okay. That sounds true.
Like that. That's
sounds
what's
true.
up, bro. But yeah, everything's going fine, in other words, yes.
That's cool. Anyway, the reason why that I'm here, because I just want to ask you a few questions that the audience wants to know about you and what you do in life and everything, and how I met you and how you met me and everything. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, anyway, how did you know Fantasy A? How do you know me?
Well, I found out about you through Len Enders. He told me all about you and things like that. He told me all about you, and basically, he wanted to turn me on to some of the material you had, and of course, I went to your YouTube channel, in which I was quite impressed with the content you put on there, the material you put on, and I wanted to perhaps get AK-47 noticed and hopefully get some shows to open for you down in Seattle and the rest of the vicinity. After all, hardly getting shows up here in Port Townsend and Port Angeles isn't easy, and not without help, but. Yeah, getting a show in Seattle was almost impossible. Then I turned you on to my music. I decided, hey, for one rapper to another, maybe you should hear what AK-47 sounds like.
That's what's up. The only thing I forgot to tell you, y'all, there's something I did not tell you. AK-47 and we've been playing shows for almost like 2.5 years now.
Yep.
So, yeah, I'm the one that puts together the shows in Seattle as well, and he puts together shows in Port Angeles, Bremerton, everywhere else, and also I put together the shows in Port Townsend for him. So, and also we play with Kyle Campy and other artists too, which
Sato
Slim,
yeah.
Do Normal, and also other artists too. So, this was a great turnout, I'm telling you, because that's what we do. We support each other, we support other local artists, and all other things like that. So
it's always a great turnout for shows at PT. They look forward to seeing you up here all the time. The last 3 years.
Yeah, yeah. Everyone in Port Townsend loves me, and they love you too. Yep. And they want me to play again.
Who doesn't love a guy like Fantasy A? Look at him. Who doesn't love a guy like Fantasy A?
Right. Of course. Who doesn't love Fantasy A? Who doesn't love me?
Yeah.
Come on, y'all. You're better than that.
Say that. Come on.
Yeah. You're better than that, y'all. Who loves Fantasy A more than others? That doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
It's important to love Fantasy A for what he does and what does for the city, you know?
That's right. It's not what you have, it's what you do with it.
Yes, that's right. What AK-47 says, and what I said too. So, yeah. And also, how'd you come up with the name Heavy Metal Warrior?
Well, back in 1985, the year after I graduated from the notorious Erickson Center, there was a girl I once, kind of dissed around with years ago, and I didn't know how to treat women right back in the early 80s and things like that. So, 1 year after I graduated with this same girl, I came up with the nickname, the Heavy Metal Warrior, back in 1985. Basically, originally it was supposed to be some kind of wrestling gimmick or something like that. Big wrestling exploded in the 80s, don't you? And, I kind of thought of the idea where, it's going to become a heavy metal guy and things like that. And, I've always been in the metal back in the day as well. And I thought it would impress her enough and things like that, because I wanted to right the wrongs that I did in years past, and I still do. I still have troubles doing that. But yeah, I came up with that as my way of showing that I've redeemed myself. Maybe you want to see me for what I could really do, that kind of thing. Because I thought about it over the year after I graduated, but it wasn't until 1995 that I found the purpose for it, and that's when the guys at Circle of Fear and their frontman Len Enders and my management Len Enders gave me the opportunity to prove myself in this business. We wrote a few songs, performed a couple shows here and there. All of a sudden, SMF, my band in which I performed with, 3 of the guys in Circle of Fear and myself, we became big. We became even bigger than Circle of Fear eventually. And, that was like 1995 we debuted as SMF. And 2 years later, we cut a full studio album, and I'm proud of it, which came out and sold very, very well, even though we put it in cassette only and later on CD. The big hits, Rest in Pieces and Bates Motel. Those were the big hits on that one. And I'm quite proud of the fact that I've been able to evolve over the music business. Here I am in my second persona, but getting back to SMF, 4 years later, I wanted to make a comeback. 3-4 years later, I wanted to make a comeback. And I cut some 4-track demos for a project for SMF called Schizotron. And eventually the demo sold pretty well enough to convince the guys that I wanted to do a full proper studio version of it. So we released the second album from SMF, Schizotron, in 2002. It did pretty well, but the 2 shows we played in support of it had poor turnout. It's unfortunate that that happened. So I had to go to a different type of idea. And so I had heard of Cindy Margolis and what she had done in a modeling career. I went to school with her as well as that same girl I told you about that I dissed all the time.
Oh, yes.
That was one of her friends. I wanted to do her first Cindy there, to SMF. She's quite impressed, but she likes music more on the upbeat, poppier side. So that's where I decided, I'm already going to go hardcore, but it's like upbeat, poppier might be suggestion, things like that. So I decided to fuse the 2 together. And what you get is AK-47 and my album Hadlock's Most Wanted, where I came out with the year after in 04. I mean, basically we used samples from Sade and a few other bands like that, and basically I looped them up and rapped to them. And it came out pretty good. Even the raw demos themselves, the raw recordings themselves, before they're all tweaked up, sounded pretty good. But they sound much better when they're tweaked up. Obviously, the raw music itself that I rapped out to sounds pretty good in itself as well. But of course, we had to disguise it for copyright reasons, that kind of thing. But Hadlock's Most Wanted, the AK-47, what I've been living on since 2004. And it's my way of becoming a solo artist. After all, you can't rely on being in a band because, band members miss practice or rehearsal, and for all we know, that's the whole shit can that makes the band break up permanently. And I wanted to avoid that. That's why I became AK-47 in 2003 and 2004, was to come up with something that was more where I could control my own destiny and get my own shows regardless of whether I had a band or not. After all, rap is easy, pretty easy to do. It's not that easy to do when it comes to writing material for it. Orchestrating the samples, the sound effects, the clips and things like that, as well as putting the lyrics together. It's not that easy.
Yeah, I know how rough it is.
Yeah, and I did it, though. I have done it. I came up with a few more songs after that. I released his demos, and of course I have a new hit single I just came up with a few years ago called Arsenal, which I patterned after Maroon 5's Animals, of all things. Can you believe that?
Yeah, I know. I heard about that.
It was great. I mean, basically about Arsenal Football Club. I've been an Arsenal supporter since 2013.
Wow, that's what's up.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you, y'all, AK-47 is a huge soccer fan from the international countries. He likes to watch international soccer all the time because he's a huge fan of those. That's the reason why he likes watching those soccer games.
And don't forget, I'm also a supporter of the Seattle Sounders. We can't forget our own here, ladies and gentlemen. We could have won 3 MLS Cups. Well, we'll take 2 of them. Why not?
Yeah.
We're due anyways.
Yeah. I'm sure y'all heard that the Seattle Sounders are MLS Cup champions for the second time when they beat Toronto in Seattle.
Second time in 4 years. It should have been 3 to 4 years.
Yeah, it should have been 3.
And if we get by Portland last year, we could have very easily beaten Atlanta.
Right, definitely. We should have been.
Should have beaten Portland.
Yeah.
Can't stand Portland, You can't stand anxiety. I can't stand Portland.
That's right. If y'all couldn't stand anxiety, that makes it rough on your plans and your mind,
Damn right. And, the Portland Timbers have been a thorn in our side for years now.
Yes.
Since the old days of the NASL back in the 70s.
Yeah.
I've heard about that.
Okay, yes, definitely. And also, y'all, if y'all did not know that Cindy Margolis, I'm sure you heard about that actress, she went to high school with AK-47 back in the 80s. Were y'all surprised by that? I'm sure y'all have. Now y'all find out. Y'all have found out about it. So, anyway, what else? Trying to think the questions I will ask you. What else do you do for fun besides playing shows?
Well, I love playing my Atari Flashback. Obviously, I do have an Atari 2600 Flashback. I have an Atari 5200, which I've had since 1983. I got one for my 17th birthday. However, of course, I had to sell the cartridges. Of course, I do have a multi-card, an SD card slot multi-card, and I still have the SD card. I just don't have the multi-card yet, but that will come in the short future. We'll get one of those again. But anyhow, in the meantime, I use the Atari Flashback 9. I have an SD card with the 2600 games for it. All I had to do is reformat it for the Flashback, and it all works fine. I've got about, almost 700 titles on that SD card. That includes a lot of homebrews, thanks to most of the community on the Atari Age forums. And there's a tremendous homebrew community for the vintage video gaming systems. I mean, for all we know, there might be a homebrew community for the Nintendo NES, the original NES that came out into the late 80s. You never know. I mean, basically, people coming up with bringing new life to old systems and new games for old systems, and I applaud them for it, because there were a lot of games back in the 80s, in my days. It's like you had certain rights. It's like everybody was competing against each other to get the rights to have these games on their systems. And now that all these companies are out of the way and things like that, the homebrew community has allowed us to have a lot of those games on all of our systems, regardless of what system you have. But the 2600, the Flashback series, that has a tremendous community, and obviously I told you about how many games I have on there. Many of these games would not be possible if it had not been for the homebrew community, because of the rivalry back in the 80s. It's like you had to get one system for this game, one system for that game. Now you no longer have to do that, because they've come up with the games for all sorts of different systems, and it's great.
That's cool. Interesting. And also, I heard you're running for city council. How do you feel about that?
I'm forming an exploratory committee to see if I was to run for city council in 2021. I am thinking about that. After 25 years of serving people in the entertainment business and entertaining fans, now it would be an honor and a privilege to serve the community as well, which I've been a resident of since 1987. And I think it'd be great, I mean, I know that my late mother and my late father upstairs are going to be proud of me for that. But I figured that after I retire at the end of 2020, I'm thinking about running for city council in 2021. After 25 years of entertaining you, now it would be an honor, a thrill, and a privilege to serve you, at least for 2 years. Who knows?
Yeah, definitely. And y'all, if y'all haven't heard of that, AK-47 is retiring from live performing at the end of 2020. So if you guys want to get one of his merch, you better hit up AK-47, go to Quimper Sound online, and all of his merch is on there, so they can send and ship it to you. Because
hopefully they can, but don't forget, they're mostly vinyl only. You got to pressure these guys in order to be able to do that. But yeah, I'm sure they will. If no, the guys,
they're all vinyl, y'all. Yeah, definitely all vinyl. If you have a vinyl player that you play it on, just hit up AK-47 Ray Jackson and just hit him up. And if you like vinyls, go hit him up. And if you don't like vinyls, I understand.
Yeah, don't forget, we don't carry vinyl. We carry CDRs and DVDRs and T-shirts. But still, they should support local artists, and we bust our asses off to make this material possible for them, because with us, fans come first.
Yeah, where fans come first. Of course, that's what AK-47 says, where fans comes first. That's his slogan there.
Yep, because if it weren't for you, the fans, we wouldn't be here right now. We wouldn't be continuing to kick ass and take names. Even myself at 53 years old, I would have hung them up years ago. But I have to thank you fans out there for allowing me to continue to play in this business, and this would not be possible without you guys and without my management, Len Anders at Label Cove Entertainment down in Seattle.
Of course. Yeah. I know, audience. I know AK-47. Everyone's gonna miss you live performing, but they will probably see you as a different person.
Well, they'll see me as a presenter on YouTube, as well as your newest city councilman, for all we know. I mean, I'm still gonna do my presentations on YouTube. I mean, there's life after music. I mean, look at what Vanilla Ice did with that mini series with that series he has on DIY Network and things like that. There is life after music in the entertainment.
Yeah, life after music, definitely. So, and I'm not sure if y'all heard of that too, because next year in 2020 will be my 10-year anniversary of coming up with the name Fantasy A, you guys. So it will be a 10-year anniversary for season 2 when we come back from our break. In season 2, I will talk about how I came up with the name Fantasy A and everything else like that. So
35 years for me as the heavy metal warrior as well. 35 years as that, 25 years in the entertainment business, and I'm damn proud of it. And since it's your 10th anniversary for Fantasy A, we both got to come up with new mini-series that we can put up on our YouTube channels.
Yes.
Like how you became Fantasy A and all the history of your career and things like that, your personal life. And I got to do the same thing as well.
Yes, definitely. That's what happened, y'all. If y'all become big and become your popularity is going down, that'll be a good time to retire, Life after music is important, And yeah, definitely, guys, it doesn't hurt when you retire from music, so.
Yeah, you just find another endeavor to kick ass and take names in the entertainment business. Performing is just one facet of entertainment. Obviously, I mentioned Vanilla Ice. There are several other guys who have done that too. I mean, The Rock retired from the ring, but he's taken on the stage and screen. And look at what's happened with The Rock.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, you gotta hand it to him. You gotta hand it to The Rock. Of course, he's always had that talent and things like that. But whoever thought he'd be taking over for the late Paul Walker on the Fast and Furious series? I mean, we thought he was all dead when he got killed in that crash. But The Rock has taken over since then. Right.
I'm sure y'all heard about that. That Paul Walker got killed in the car crash 6 years ago.
Yep.
Which is really sad. Miss you, Paul Walker.
Yep.
So, yeah.
We're riding alongside you, bro. Don't worry. We're riding alongside.
Yeah, we're on the right side, definitely, y'all. That's right.
We're riding with you.
Yeah, we're riding with you.
Yeah, we're riding with you.
Yeah, and also I have another thing to ask you. If I hit up Strawberry, Lizette Love, and Jenna on the Wake Up Show, are you down to come in town to be on their radio show?
Oh, the AK's always down with that kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah. They would love to have you in their radio station, and they want to get to know about you and how you come up with the name AK-47, Heavy Warrior, and many things like what we talk about on the podcast series today.
Yep.
That's what's up.
All right. I'll be able to play my material on the air, but I most certainly can talk about my history and about my career and my rise in this business. Yeah, and also it's like public awareness for both you and myself and things like that. That it's not what you have, it's what you do with it. That's right. And anyway, y'all, I'm gonna go play some samples that's recorded by AK-47. And let me know how you like it and everything. Yeah, go right ahead. Tear shit up. Well, it's a beautiful day here in OPT. AK-47 back, don't you fucking see? Then the baby half found, then the mentally screwed. So don't fuck with me, cause I'm the king of the hood. One of us is just a pinpoint hot lock, where everybody in town has got the fucking shit hot lock, hanging up with the house for a while. While the trigger trick to find, now it's just to get a crack file. But I got better ideas than that. I got a knife and a pipe and a son of gas. Cruising down the street, not smoking a bowl. Fuck the police and state patrol. fucking ass. And I'm coming back. And here's the rock. Take it down south with the floor of your butt. Holy. I ain't very much. Holy. Oh yeah. Now here's the great AK-47 got his hands. I got prostitutes. That shit many years ago. Let's get fucking old and deadly slow. AK-47 is back like how Davis is somewhere black attack. We're gonna get this shit up like we never did before. We got a bust on the rack and we're ready for war. My Nike stars and I'm around the way. So when the posse cuts you for the fucking break, I forgot to get in my switchblade. Now give me all your cash or I'll end your life. Like my last CD, a couple boys with me. And we rule this fucking street doing old BT. For the old folk, come to die of old me.
Alrighty, and I'm sure you guys enjoy the recorded samples from AK-47. Let me know how you like it. So, anyway, before we time up, what do you want to say, and who you give a shout out to?
I want to give a shout out to all my fans and friends across the entire region here. Of course, I have to give a big shout out to Len Enders, of course, and you know. I got to give a big shout out in general to all my fans who have supported me over the last 25 years I've been in this business. All the bands I've opened for, played for, all the artists, things like that. I've inspired a lot of people to take up the entertainment business. And you also could inspire and have inspired to others to take up the entertainment business. I think it's a great business. Sometimes it can treat you cruel. Other times it can treat you right. Uh-oh. Give me a break, do we? Oh, we might be stuck here for a while.
Oh, traffic, crap.
Could be the bridge.
Yeah.
Let me check the DOT thing.
All right. Take care of that.
Yeah, let me check for a sec.
Sorry, interruption here, y'all. We're stuck in traffic.
We'll be fine.
Well, anyway, thank you, AK-47, for being part of this episode. Oh,
you bet.
Well, anyway, AK-47, we're out of time. Thank you for being part of that.
You bet.
So glad we have a chance to talk with you and have you come in to be part of this episode. So, anyway, guys, just go follow AK-47 on Facebook under Ray Jackson, and also he has an Instagram, but he doesn't use it often, so
I don't know how to use it.
He doesn't know how to use Instagram.
I got an Instagram account of Big HMW.
Yeah.
It's where the Big HMW.
BHMW. Yeah.
BIGHMW. Big HMW.
Yeah. Definitely.
YouTube channel, youtube.com/BigHMW official and soundcloud.com/BigHMW.
Oh yes, go subscribe to his channel, y'all, to go see his updates on his channel and everything else like that.
Oh yeah, more content, and even more content coming soon.
More content, yeah. So anyway, guys, thanks y'all for listening to this awesome podcast episode that y'all get to know AK-47. And also, please subscribe to my channel if you want to see more updates and everything else as well. If you like this video, if you like this podcast episode, please give it a thumbs up if you like it. And also hit that subscribe button and notification if you want to see more. And also, yeah, like AK-47 says, go follow his YouTube channel, Big HMW Official. That's his YouTube channel name. So, anyway, thanks again for joining AK-47. Love to have you on the air.
Yeah.
So, y'all have a fantastic day and happy holidays. And there's a cop car right behind us. Hold on a second. Hold on.
At least steakhouse would have pulled her 2 cents.
Oh yeah.
Something tells me something's up.
Yeah, they think something's up around the corner or something. Yeah. Anyway, y'all, my motto to give y'all to remember is to be yourself.
Be inspired.
And be respectful.
Yep.
Alrighty.
They're very important at that too. Yep.
Yeah,
those
important.
Are the 3 B's. That'd be a perfect one for you. The 3 B's.
3 B's, definitely.
Probably a good T-shirt idea.
Yeah. I will put down the T-shirt. Yeah, and one more.
His name may be Fantasy A, but he lives by the code of the 3 B's.
Yeah, definitely, y'all.
That's a good one.
Yeah. And also
the 3Bs.
Yeah, 3Bs. Y'all don't forget to hit me up on my fan mail, Fantasy Studios, P.O. Box 9482, Seattle, Washington 98109. And also the t-shirts for BB, Be Yourself, Be Inspired, Be Respectful, is gonna be coming soon in about a few months or so. And also for the ladies out there, Fantasy A will have some more merch ideas for Fantasy A Loves Me, like called Fantasy A Loves Me embroidery halter dresses, and also Fantasy A Loves Me G-strings. So look out for that. Let your girlfriends know, ladies know, and so they'll be informed and show their support while they're wearing those type of merch and clothing. Alright, peace, much love you guys, and see y'all next time.
Don't forget, man, yeah, 7 year on 2. We'll clear your phone, 90 minutes, win, lose, or tie. We on the red and white because we're good as till we die.